So the black body radiations intensity with respect to wavelength at certain temperature, at any given temperature, then how it will be present. So the Max Planck black body radiations, who's proposed, ma'am? Who's explained black body radiations? Max Planck only explained. So the Max Planck given, he observed a graph, means he drawn a graph between the intensity of radiations, intensity of emitted radiations at given temperature or at any certain temperature with respect to wavelength, See, like first he made one graph at one temperature lambda, this is intensity. With respect to wavelength at certain temperature, first he observed one graph. Graph is came like this. See what he is observed, the intensity of wavelength, the intensity of emitted radiations. Intensity of emitted radiations. Emitted radiations depends on temperature. The first point he observed, intensity of emitted radiations depends on temperature. If temperature is increases, the intensity of emitted radiations will be increases. Temperature is directly proportional to intensity. The second thing, at certain temperature, intensity increases. What he said, at certain temperature, this temperature is T1. At certain temperature, intensity increases with increasing wavelength, reaches maximum. Means up to this point it is the maximum intensity peak. Reaches maximum, and then what happens now? Slowly decreases. Reaches maximum and then decreases. Reaches maximum and then decreases, he said. So the intensity of emitted radiations mainly depends on temperature. The temperature is increases, the intensity of emitted radiations will be increases. Intensity of emitted radiations will be increases. Okay, and at certain temperature or at constant temperature, the intensity of emitted radiations increases with increasing wavelength. And reaches maximum and then slowly decreases, So that is the first graph at T1. Now at different temperature, at another temperature, he made one more graph. Means at T2 temperature. At T2 temperature, he drawn one graph. The graph is came like upside scale. Means what it is? Its intensity is more when compared to this lower graph. Intensity is more when compared with the lower graph. Okay. Now, then what happens now at the T2 temperature? At second temperature, T2 is more when compared to T1. Then automatically the intensity of second graph is more when compared to the first graph. Second one is more when compared to the first one. Okay. And the T2 is more, means the second graph temperature is more when compared to the first graph, then its maximum intensity peak. This is the T1 temperature. Maximum intensity peak. At T2 temperature, this is the maximum intensity peak. So at higher temperatures, the maximum intensity peak shifted towards lower wavelength side. That is the second one. Third point, if temperature is increases, then maximum intensity peak shifted, the maximum intensity peak shifted towards lower wavelength side. Shifted towards lower wavelength side. So in JEE mains examination, what they are asked now? So like they are giving one graph. Intensity of emitted radiations with respect to wavelength. This graph is they are drawn at T2 temperature. This graph they are drawn at T1 temperature. Now this at T2 temperature the maximum intensity peak wavelength is lambda 2 and this wavelength is lambda 1. Now if lambda 2 is less than lambda 1 is very clear. Lambda 2 is less than lambda 1. Lambda 1 is more when compared to that lambda 2 from this graph because this value is increases. This lambda is increases from left to right side. Then lambda 1 is more when compared to lambda 2. What is the relation between T1 and T2? So if any graph, the intensity line, its wavelength, its maximum intensity peak wavelength is more, automatically its temperature is less. Its temperature is less than the temperature relation between T1 and T2. T2 is more than T1. So like they're making different options. Among the following, which is correct option related to this graph? Lambda 1 is more when compared to that lambda 2, then T2 is more when compared to that T1. That is that one. So these are some important observations from this graph. These observations given by Max Planck from black body radiations. So what he did, he made one graph between the intensity of emitted radiations, intensity of black body emitted radiations with respect to their wavelength. With respect to their wavelength, their mainly intensity depends on temperature. The mainly intensity depends on temperature. If at certain temperature, the maximum intensity of emitted radiations increases with increasing wavelength and reaches maximum and then decreases slowly Okay. The next point, at higher temperatures or if temperature is more, then the maximum intensity peak shifted towards lower wavelength side. This is the maximum intensity peak when compared to that T1 temperature. At T2 temperature, maximum intensity peak, it is very high. Maximum intensity peak is very high when compared to the T1 temperature. That's why this maximum intensity peak is present on lower wavelength side, not higher wavelength side. That's why lambda 2 value is less when compared to that lambda 1. Therefore, T2 is more when compared to T1. These are some important observations from this graph. Okay. Now, based on this graph, based on this black body radiations concept, Max Planck has proposed one theory. It is called Max Planck quantum theory. It is very, very important one. Max Planck quantum theory. Compulsory, they are asking the questions from Max Planck quantum theory in board examination. Max Planck quantum theory. What are the important postulates of Max Planck quantum theory? Or explain Max Planck quantum theory. Based on that Max Planck quantum theory, he given one important formula for the energy of radiations. That is, energy of emitted or absorbed radiations is equal to H into nu. Means Max Planck constant into frequency of radiations. That is very, very important. Related that formula we are using in so many objective questions. Okay, Max Planck quantum theory. quantum theory. Okay, based on black body radiations, based on black body radiations, Max Planck proposed a theory is called Planck's quantum theory. Okay, so what are the important postulates of Planck's quantum theory or Max Planck quantum theory? That is, first what he said, man, according to Max Planck, the emitted or absorbed radiations, the emitted or absorbed radiations the emitted or absorbed radiations not continuous, not continuous form. It is in discontinuous form. It is in discontinuous. It is in a discontinuous in the form of small packets. In the form of small packets. Quantum. So what is here, man? The emitted or absorbed radiations are not in the continuous. Do you know what is the difference? What is that continuous and discontinuous? For example, this is one slope. Slope is present being like this. You have to keep one ball. Just push this ball, then it travels from this upper layer, upper side to lower side without stopping at anywhere. It will travel from this place to this place. That is called continuous form. It is continuous. See, let's see. A slope is being like this. Steps, like steps. You have to keep one ball, cricket ball. How it will travel? From one step to another step. Step by step it will form. So it is called discontinuous form. It is called a discontinuous form. So the Max Planck, what he imagined, according to the black body radiations, emitted or absorbed black body radiations, based on that he said the emitted or absorbed radiations are not in the continuous form. They are not traveled in the continuous form. They are traveled in discontinuous form in the form of small packets. In the form of small packets. So they are in the discontinuous form. In the form of small packets, the small packets are called quantum. Called a quantum. Each quantum is traveled in the form of waves. That quantum traveled from one place to another place. in the form of wave. In the form of waves means small packets. The small packets are traveled, means the emitted or absorbed radiations are not in the continuous form. They have both electrical radiations, electrical components as well as magnetic components, both are present, but is not in the continuous form. It is traveled in discontinuous form from one place to another place in the form of waves. So that in discontinuous form they are existing in the small packets. That small packets is called as quantum. Called as a quantum. Each quantum energy is directly proportional to frequency of emitted or absorbed radiations. Each quantum, E means what ma? Energy. Energy is directly proportional to its frequency. Its frequency of either emitted radiations or absorbed radiations. The quantum energy is directly proportional to frequency of radiations. Frequency of radiations. So the third point, the quantum energy is directly proportional to frequency of radiations. So according to this, E is equal to h nu. So that directly proportional, the proportionality we are removed means we need to introduce one constant that is called Max Planck constant, where h is equal to Planck's constant. Planck's constant. What is the Planck's constant value, ma? Planck's constant value is, like it is fixed, ma, always 6.625 into 10 to the power of minus 27 erg second, or in joules 6.625 into 10 to the power of minus 34 joule second. These are the two units in x and joules. So h is called Planck's constant. H is called Planck's constant. Its value is 6.625 into 10 to the power of minus 27 erg second, or 6.625 into 10 to the power of minus 34 joule second. These numericals we need to remember. Okay, students? Now, so one small packet energy is equal to h nu. Two small packets energy is equal to 2h nu. And three small packets energy is equal to 3h nu. Four small packets energy is equal to 4h nu. Like n small packets are present, then what happens, ma? N small packets are present, then its energy is equal to nh nu. Okay, so what he said, ma? The energy is emitted in the form of small packets. Each packet they are calling as quantum. Each packet they are calling as quantum. That quantum is traveled from one place to another place in the form of waves. Okay, up to that it is clear. Now each quantum energy, E means energy, is directly proportional to frequency of radiations. Nu means what, ma? Frequency of radiations. Frequency of emitted or absorbed. Emitted or absorbed radiations. Therefore, nu is directly proportional to nu. Already, what is frequency? That definitions we are discussed in characteristics of electromagnetic radiation. There we discussed. So, the quantum, one small packet is called quantum. That energy is directly proportional to nu. Then E is equal to h nu. What is nu? Nu means frequency of emitted or absorbed radiations. What is h? Planck's constant. What is h, ma? Planck's constant. Understood, ma? Varun? Understood? No. Yes. So each quantum or each packet energy is equal to h nu. But like the radiations contains maybe n packets are present, then the total energy, what happens when the total energy is equal to n h nu, means the total energy is an integral multiple of quantum. The fifth point, what man? The total emitted or absorbed radiations is an integral multiple of quantum. Quantum means what it is? H nu. Quantum energy is equal to h nu. That is 1 h nu, 2 h nu, 3 h nu, like n h nu. N value means what, ma? Where n is equal to 1 packets, 2 packets, 3, 4, 5, 6, like. If maybe 100 small quantums are present or 100 small packets are present, then the total energy is equal to 100 into h nu. Each quantum energy is equal to h nu. Okay, so the energy is emitted or absorbed in the form of small packets. Each packet is equal to each packet energy is equal to h nu. Then the total energy is equal to n h nu, where n is equal to maybe 1 or 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We don't know. Maybe 100 quantums are present, means that n value how much, 100 will come. That is the total energy is equal to 100 into h nu. But each packet or each quantum, that quantum is also known as photon. Who said photon? Einstein said. Einstein also proposed one theory that is called photoelectric effect. In that case, he mentioned one important point, that is photons. So the each photon energy is also, he said, h nu, means like quantum is also called as photons. Quantum is also called as a photon. P-H-O-T-O-N-S, photons. Okay, students. So finally, energy is equal to, means one small packet or one small photon energy is equal to h nu. Then the total energy is equal to n into h nu. These are the important points related to Max Planck quantum theory. According to this theory, we can calculate the energy of absorbed radiations or emitted radiations. Energy we can calculate. Okay, students. So according to Max Planck, what is the energy of emitted or absorbed radiations? Each quantum or each photon energy, it may be either absorbed or emitted radiations energy is equal to h nu. Then total energy is equal to n into h nu. These 2 points are very, very important. Formulas are very, very important. Let's see important relations. Important relations, ma. See, third point, what I said, ma, the photon or quantum means small packets that travel from one place to another place in the form of waves. Finally, he also said the light or radiations are traveled in one form to another form in the form of waves. But the waves are not continuous waves. They are in discontinuous form, small packets. Understood? Now, important relations. The first one, energy of each quantum is equal to h nu. But we know that frequency is equal to nu is equal to what I said, man? C by lambda. Frequency mu is equal to C by lambda. C means velocity of electromagnetic radiations or velocity of light. C by lambda. C by lambda. So therefore E is equal to hc by lambda. E is equal to hc by lambda. Understood? Now from this, E is directly proportional to mu. Then E is equal to h mu. Later E is equal to hc by lambda. E is equal to hc by lambda. Okay? Now h is constant and c is also constant. Then the energy is inversely proportional to wavelength. Energy is inversely proportional to wavelength. And energy is directly proportional to frequency. And also we know that frequency is inversely proportional to lambda. Frequency is inversely proportional to lambda. Wavelength. Already we know that relations. So from these relations, and 1 by lambda is nothing but what ma? Nu bar is equal to hc nu bar. Since the wave number is equal to 1 by lambda. So this is equation 1. Sorry. This is equation 1. This is equation 2. This is equation 3. See different equations ma. E is equal to h nu. E is equal to hc by lambda. E is equal to hc nu bar. So whatever wave number they are given, we can calculate energy. Wavelength lambda value they will give, then we can calculate energy of photons or energy of radiations. A frequency directly they given, then also we can calculate. So now what are the important relations related to energy and frequency relation is always directly proportional relation. Energy and wavelength relation is inversely proportional relation. Now from this equation, these two are constants, then the energy is directly proportional to nu bar. This is another relation. From 1 and 2 and 3. From 1 comma 2 comma 3, E1 by E2 is equal to E1 by E2. E1 by E2 means the energy of first radiations by energy of second radiations. E1 by E2 is equal to nu1 by nu2 is equal to nu1 bar by nu2 bar is equal to lambda 2 by lambda 1. See four relations ma. In between energy and frequency relation you want means E1 by E2 is equal to nu1 by nu2. In between energy and wave number relation do you want means E1 by E2 is equal to nu1 bar by nu2 bar. Energy and wavelength relation do you want means E1 by E2 is equal to lambda 2 by lambda 1. Lambda 2 by lambda 1. These are the important relations ma. Okay students, let's see next very important theory is photoelectric effect. So based on these observations, Einstein proposed one important theory that is called photoelectric effect. From this photoelectric effect only he got Nobel Prize also. So Einstein proposed one important theory related to either radiations, either absorbed or emitted radiations concept only. He got Nobel Prize. That concept is called photoelectric effect. Photoelectric effect. Proposed by Einstein. Proposed by Einstein. First, what he said, photoelectric effect means, see, It is one surface of the metal now. Okay, this is the metal surface. Sorry, you have to take any metal. So metal means atoms only, they contain some electrons. So we have to remove the electron from the surface of the metal, any metal. We require some energy. That energy is always equal to the energy of this metal surface and the kinetic energy of electrons. See, for example, you imagine that this is the metal surface. On this metal surface, like it may be sodium. Sodium metal. Sodium metal means how many electrons are present? 11 electrons are present. In its valence shell, in inner cell, 1s2, 2s2, 2p6. Like 8 electrons are present in the second cell, then 1 electron is present in outermost shell, 3s1. Like total 11 electrons are present. Now we need to remove the valence electrons. This valence electron we need to remove. We require some energy. That energy, how it is coming by in the form of radiation, sir, in the form of light. Means certain frequency of radiations fall on the surface of the metal. Fall on the surface of the metal. Imagine that this charge is like electrons. Then what happens, man? This energy is equal to h nu. Incident light energy is equal to h nu. Certain energy or certain frequency of radiations fall on the surface of the metal. Then some electrons are ejected on its surface. How much energy is required? That energy is always equal to, already the electrons are holded by the surface of the nucleus of the metal. Means the electrons have negatively charged, nucleus have positive charge. They are held by the electrostatic forces. But we are using some external force, that is energy, incident light energy. Its energy is equal to h nu and frequency is nu. Then that energy means we are using some suitable energy. That energy utilizes, it absorbs the surface of the metal. Then the some electrons are ejected. That phenomenon is known as photoelectric effect. That phenomenon is known as a photoelectric effect. What is photoelectric effect, ma'am? Certain suitable frequency. Frequency is nu. Frequency of light fall on the surface of metal. Then electrons are ejected. Ejected means removed. Ejected from this surface.